Phases and states of the proton. Cosmic levels, units of matter or level. Friends, you already know my cosmic model in which matter, space-time energy, is structured in cosmic levels, through the fourth dimension, in such a way that the union and sum of many units of one level, for example, sum of atoms, produces a unit of the highest level, such as stars. For this reason, we already sense that there are minimum level units or units of matter that when added together give us another unit of the higher level. Well, at the atomic level that minimum level unit would be the hydrogen atom, and at the star level that minimum unit would be the star of a single orbital or planet. My model does not explain at the moment why when the accumulation of matter reaches the dimensions of the proton, it collapses into a strict system of a single orbital. However, this is what is observed to happen, a topic that I will have to study later. Well, the laxity of large particles, but smaller than the proton, that is, at the sublevel of leptons, to be able to rotate and contain multiple orbits and many orbitals is lost, and from the dimensions of the proton, they are created increasingly larger atoms with a strict and fixed number of orbits and therefore also electrons. And this is therefore also the rise to occur in the stars. That is, the planets could continue to grow in mass and acquire more and more satellites or moons, but there would come a time when they would collapse into a large stellar core with a single orbital or planet. And of course, this would be the minimum unit star, that is, a minimum star with a single planet. Well, in both atoms and stars, the minimum level units, for example the proton, are stable enough not to be destroyed quickly, but at the same time they have a potential electric charge in the first orbit which will quickly attract an electron nearby, or as in the transit of neutrons, this proton would attract smaller particles that would rotate in the orbit, colliding and collapsing with each other until forming the required electron, and which makes the new nascent hydrogen atom completely stable. And all this is what is shown in the drawing, in which we first see a proton, with a first positively charged magnetic orbit which will quickly attract any nearby electron, or if this is missing, it will attract and try to fill this orbit with particles smaller than the electron, which over time, neutron transit time, would join or collapse forming the necessary electron, and already in the form of a hydrogen atom structure. Likewise, it can be seen in the drawing how the second pre-orbit is marked for a possible formation of a future helium atom. This second magnetic orbit for helium would also be a gravitational orbit or atomic valence orbit with which a future noble gas would be formed, but this issue goes beyond the synthesis that we are seeing. Thank you very much for your attention and kindness.